The battle had subsided. Silence now reigned over Nivra, a silence heavy with the aftermath of war and the promise of renewal. High above the beleaguered planet, the flagship Elohim, the pride of the Celestial Confederation, floated like a beacon of light. Its gleaming hull, enhanced by the integrated artifact now pulsing at the core of its weapon systems, radiated an otherworldly energy. While the mighty Metatron still stood as a testament to the Confederation's martial prowess, all eyes and hopes had turned toward the Elohim, the vessel that had turned the tide in the conflict. The echoes of energy blasts had faded. The sky, once alight with fiery exchanges, now hung dark and bruised. Debris, remnants of mecha infantry and weaponry along with Confederation defense drones and AI infantry, littered the landscape. This was the aftermath. The battle was over. Victory, hard-won and costly, belonged to the Celestial Confederation. But celebration remained a distant whisper. The cost of freedom weighed heavily on every heart. The silence spoke volumes. It spoke of loss, of grief, of uncertainty. For hours, the remnants of the Mecha had ceased their relentless assault. Their forces, once a fearsome legion of dreadnoughts, cruisers and swarming fighters, had all but withdrawn from Nivra's territorial space. The enemy's dark silhouettes retreated into the vastness of Andromeda, leaving behind a battered silence that resonated with both relief and lingering tension. On the surface of Nivra, from the shattered surroundings of underground shelters, survivors emerged. Their lives reduced to a routine of survival amidst chaos faces, etched with exhaustion and fear, slowly turned upwards to the bruised sky. Hope, fragile as a newborn star, flickered in their cautious eyes, searching the skies for any sign of renewed conflict. The air, thick with the metallic tang of destruction, carried whispers of loved ones lost, of homes reduced to rubble. Where defensive shielding failed, they moved quietly through empty pedestrian malls and silent sky havens. Yet, amidst the devastation, resilience bloomed. They reached out, pulling each other up both mentally and spiritually from the wreckage. The will to rebuild, to honor their fallen, pulsed in every heart. The long journey to healing had begun. Inside the Elohim, Commander Melchizedek paced the bridge, his mind heavy with both relief and the burden of responsibility. His uniform torn and his face etched with weariness, surveyed the ravaged landscape. The recent battle, where the artifact had rendered the enemy's command vessel dark and unresponsive, had been a decisive victory. Yet, even in victory, questions and concerns lingered. Victory had come at a price which would soon be discerned. He activated the secure communications channel and connected with military headquarters. The response came in measured tones from a senior officer whose voice carried the weight of recent losses and cautious optimism. Commander Melchizedek, this is HQ. I confirm that the Mecha remnants have ceased all attacks over Nivra. The enemy forces are withdrawing to Andromeda, and we're currently securing the perimeters of our territory. Communication from the other homeworlds indicate the exact same Mecha activity. Our reconnaissance indicates minimal hostile activity at present. He had led his people through the fires of conflict, his resolve never wavering. Melchizedek's eyes narrowed thoughtfully as he absorbed the report. Understood. What is the status on Jeebus and the planet's infrastructure? Jeebus remains intact, though heavily scarred. We're still clearing debris and re-establishing civil channels. Many of our people are coming out of bunkers. However, organized celebrations have been postponed until we ensure that all threat levels have truly subsided. He had led his people, but beneath the stoic facade, grief gnawed at him. A flicker of personal concern crossed his face as he hesitated. And my family? Ashera, Elias, Mira? Do you have any updates on their situation? He clutched a locket, a picture of his wife and daughter, their smiles a painful reminder of what was at stake. There was a brief pause on the channel. "Commander, we regret to inform you that communication lines between military and civil defense have been disrupted by the intensity of the mecha attacks. We're working tirelessly to re-establish contact with civilian networks. We will update you as soon as reliable information is available." He had led his people, but beneath the stoic facade, doubt gnawed at him. Their fate remained unknown, lost amidst the chaos of the final assault. Melchizedek's jaw tightened. The longing to know that his loved ones were safe was almost as great as the duty he felt towards his people. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through his resolve. "I understand," he said finally. "Keep me informed and let me know as soon as there's any sign of stability. We cannot afford to let our guard down until every threat is truly neutralized." The battlefield might be quiet now, but inside him the war's echoes still rumbled, echoes of loss, sacrifice, and the heavy cost of freedom. His duty now extended beyond battlefield strategies and tactical brilliance. His heart ached to find his family, to offer them comfort amidst the ruins. As the call ended, Melchizedek turned his gaze to the panoramic viewport of the Elohim. Outside, Nivra's city, a sprawling network of radiant sky havens, pedestrian malls and meticulously maintained subways, appeared almost surreal in the calm. The city had been battered by the fury of battle, but its spirit endured. Here, in the aftermath of destruction, hope was slowly rekindling. He walked to the command console and brought up the latest sensor scans. The data confirmed what HQ had said. The enemy was in retreat, and the artifact's effects were holding strong. Yet the numbers still whispered a caution. This respite might be temporary if vigilance waned. Taking a deep breath, Melchizedek recorded a log entry. His voice was steady, though imbued with a raw sincerity that betrayed the internal tumult of leadership. Today, we witnessed the silence of war, a silence that is both a blessing and a portent. The Elohim and her sacred artifact have heralded the liberation of Nivra and the rest of the Celestial Confederation from the relentless assault of the Mecha. Our enemy has retreated, and for the moment, peace blankets our lands. Yet, I remain vigilant. We have secured our borders and are rebuilding, not in celebration, but in cautious hope. I await word of my family's safety, as the communication lines heal from the scars of battle. In this quiet, I hear the whispers of the Creator, a promise that even in darkness light endures. Our journey toward ascension is far from over, and we must remain steadfast, for the path to salvation is often paved with both sorrow and triumph. His words echoed in the quiet of the command deck as he set the log aside. Melchizedek's eyes drifted to the integrated artifact on the Elohim's console, a constant reminder of the power that had shattered the enemy's grip and the potential that lay in harnessing divine energy for the future of the Confederation. The city had been battered by the fury of battle, but its spirit endured. Here, in the aftermath of destruction, hope was slowly rekindling. In that reflective moment, the silence outside and the stillness within converged into a single unspoken prayer, a prayer for the safety of his people, for the reunion with his family, and for the strength to lead the Celestial Confederation toward a destiny of ascension and renewal. The city had been battered by the fury of battle, in spite of the defensive shielding used. But its spirit endured. Here in the aftermath, hope would slowly be rekindled. Every hand, young and old, found its purpose. And so, in the fragile calm after the storm, Commander Melchizedek prepared for the long road ahead, a road marked by the scars of war, the promise of liberation, and the eternal light of the Creator that would guide them into a new era of hope. Melchizedek, his personal anguish momentarily, would do his part in the rebuilding effort with the same unwavering resolve he displayed on the battlefield. He envisaged coordinating relief efforts, establishing communication channels, and offering words of encouragement to his exhausted people. He held on to the hope that his family too would be part of this new beginning. The visions that he had previously, which made him see the oracle of Jebus to help interpret them, popped into his mind, and he began to wonder what role his family would play in their fulfillment. This lasted only a few moments, when his attention was requested with relief efforts. The journey ahead was long, fraught with challenges, yet illuminated by the unwavering spirit of the Confederation. They would rebuild, they would remember, they would remain vigilant, forever safeguarding their hard-won peace.